I think the first time we came to Beth Abraham, we just felt that. There was just a warmth and everybody was involved. It didn't matter where you lived, what you did, where your kids went to school, and there was just a real sense of achdus, of community, and everybody wanting to be involved and everybody wanting to be a part of something bigger.
I get involved in the shul because it brings me a lot of inner satisfaction. And of course, because this is something that I learned from my parents.
By developing my sense of altruism, by developing my sense of living for something larger, living for others, and how much it can add to my children's chinuch. When children see a parent who's devoted to family, who's devoted to Limud Torah, at the same time makes time to take care of others, it's such a powerful lesson. It's such a living model that kids keep with them for a long time.
It makes me feel good that my parents are part of all these committees because I think they like to help out with the community and help make the shul a better place.
That bringing our children on some of the projects that we do in the shul, getting them involved, whether it's something that Aviva has brought the children in on many occasions with regards to getting ready for Simchas Torah and packing the candy bags, to getting ready for Meet the Member events. Sometimes there's even the Shalach Manos programs or things that go on. I've schlepped my kids on many occasions to different fix-it jobs that we've done in the shul, many times to their own chagrin, but it's giving them the skill and the ability and the knowledge of that the shul just doesn't go on without people's involvement. And if you have an opportunity to do something for the community as a whole, to do something for the shul that we all come to, and to do something for Rav Newberger and Rav Cohen that we all look up to, then it's a great opportunity to get that kind of privilege.
Well, I think the reason that my parents do so many things for the shul and the community is that they want to show us the right way to go in life, and they want to be good role models for us, and that by them doing things in the community, we're also going to hopefully follow one day.
Obviously, shul doesn't just happen. The building is here, and obviously the Rav and the Rebbitzin are here, but there's so much more that we want out of our experience with the shul, so much more that we want to have our experience in the community, and that happens when people step forward. And a lot of people think, oh, I'm not someone who can volunteer, I'm not someone who can take a leadership role. Every single person is someone who can take a leadership role, and it's just a question of the first time there's a call for we need somebody to help out with something, whether it's we need somebody to help build the sukkah, whether it's we need someone to run an event, we need someone to be a board member, anything in that entire range. There's nothing that's too big, too small for someone to step up to.
And as any shul grows, it becomes easier and easier to delegate responsibilities. Sometimes it becomes more and more important to have professional involvement in the community. But then we stand to lose that sense of close-knitness, that sense of taking responsibility, that sense of the shul being like your own home, taking pride just in the way the shul looks, taking pride in the way people interact with each other. So as any shul grows, it becomes incumbent upon every person in the shul to take greater focus in trying to be involved and seeing where one's strengths lie, and trying to find where the community can use one's strengths.
What I gain, and I think what really everybody gains when they give something, is that they feel a part of that, whatever they're doing or whatever they're giving to. And being a part of something is really one of the key aspects of what a shul is for, in my opinion. It's that sense of belonging. All of us are very busy in all of our daily activities, in that we are driving, working, doing chesed for a number of places. But when we slow down, that bracha that we have is Shabbos. It's that sense of belonging to the shul that we go to, that place that we go where we see our friends, where we walk in and people do know us and we don't feel overwhelmed. It really makes you feel part of a community, which then fosters you to do even more for that community.
I think my parents do all these things and help out in the shul and the community because they're not only helping raise their children and their family, but they're also helping raise the children in the community.
You're a part of something, and we can't live in a vacuum. We have an obligation as Jews, be part of the Kehillah, be part of everything. A shul is a complex operation, and it takes a lot of people to run it. And if we don't get involved, then all we do is take, and eventually if you keep taking from something, it'll disappear.
If someone came to me and wanted to know my thoughts on getting involved in the shul, I think I would tell them that both for their own growth and from a chinuch perspective, it's one of the best investments they can make, and whatever they put in at least from our experience, they will get back at least double and triple fold.
I would tell somebody to have pride in the shul and feel like it's part of it's your second home. And if you feel that way and you just start by doing something small or responding to an email that you want to be on a committee or you want to buy the paper goods for an event, that will make you feel connected to the shul. And you might walk in and you might feel like you don't know anybody, but the way to feel comfortable and the way to make the shul feel like it's your home is by getting involved.
As I might have mentioned before, but which was cut out of this video.
Here's where this goes on. Give me a second here. That's okay. Wish them Yashikov to the honorees?
No.
Why not?
This is not a speech.
Okay.
I think the importance of getting involved in the community. I need my drushes.
Anyway, they told me not to, but I still want to wish a Yashikoyach to our honorees.
Just leaving, dropping Alana off after a date, my father-in-law comes over to me. He says, "If you're going to marry my daughter, you know you have to be involved in the shul." And I was looking at him like, this man, he's scary.
Don't let my cherub-like demeanor fool you, but I don't play well with others, and I don't believe a shul should be a democracy, as evidenced by the fact that I'm a self-appointed gabbai for life.
Every Shabbos when I go to groups, I get tickets, and I get a lot of tickets.
Going, don't turn this off. I have two things I really want to say. Number one is the person who's taking the Daf Yomi Gemaras when we're doing them, I will find you.
Solamente quiero decir que agradezco mucho a las personas que han trabajado en la sinagoga todos estos tiempos. Todo ha sido un buen trabajo. Agradecemos mucho de corazón el trabajo.
And Yashikov to our honorees. Good night.